Yo, what's up? How you doing, mate? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 213. Unlucky for some, but not for us, because we're going to have a nice, fun episode today. A couple of things as we start out. One, if you haven't checked out yesterday's upload, it's a Prime Icon player pick. I'll leave a link or a card in the top corner. Go and check it out. Pause this one. Watch that. Support that one. Thumbs up. All that good stuff. Then come back over here. Hello. Welcome back. And you're going to smash. You're going to absolutely annihilate the thumbs up button on this episode, right? 3,000 likes. Thank you. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. Cheers. So today, we are going to make a couple, we're going to make a couple of changes to the team, because currently I'm goalkeeperless and strikerless. So quite obviously I need to make a couple of changes, a couple of additions at least. And we're going to get onto that. I'm then going to show you just some of the highlights, not all of the highlights of some of the rivals that I played. Now, I know as you're watching this, it's literally Friday, but this was from Wednesday night, I believe. So before the rivals refresh, I wanted to try and get my 8 wins, and then we'll go from there. There's some other bits and packs and stuff to show you towards the end, and unlocks as well. So my initial thoughts on changing the team around was this. I figured what I could do is just bring McKennie down, actually take Tonali off and bring Zizou back into that DM role. And then I could have a couple of attackers that, if they were from the same league, or if they were French or Brazilian or something like that, could get good solid links up top. And that could be, basically need a cam and a striker. So if without going out and spending any money, Vinny Jr. could come in. And like Griezmann, for example, could come into the squad. Or we could have done like Perisic and Mkhitaryan, like anything could have worked. But considering we've got the Serie A in defence, I thought, hey, might be fun to bring some of the La Liga back in. And I'm actually going to change it in just a moment. This isn't actually even going to be the final team that we play with. But yeah, for now, Dutch goalkeeper was kind of necessary for the De Vrij link, or a Serie A keeper. But this was the best of both worlds that I had at the time. 85 by low. I've basically got rid of all my keepers into SBCs, and that can be a problem, but we've also still got loads of coins, so if I really need to, I'll just go out and buy that Handanovic again that I really liked, because he's still as cheap as any other 88 rated player on this game. But this is where we're going to do a bit of a big spend today. 205k on David Ginola. Now, I really wanted to just buy this card again. I could not believe that he was down to 200k. That, to me, is mind-blowing. It's baffling. Like, surely, even in April, this guy is still a monster. He's 5-star. The times before that I've used him, he has been, like, exquisite. Like, unbelievably good. So, I've bought him back. I cannot believe how cheap he is. I guess that, you know, there's been some talk about better versions of them coming out. It doesn't stop this one from being good. But yeah, I guess a lot of people have been absolutely looking to offload their current Ginola in hopes that maybe if there is a better one coming, that they could buy that. I don't think it's quite going to work like that, because if there's a better one, it's going to cost quite a bit, I would imagine. So I do adjust the team a little bit, as you can see, just like the starting formation and stuff. And we go with Ginola and Griezmann as the two that we've added in. You guys know I prefer Vinny Jr. off the bench. As much as I love that card, it's just he's sublime as a super sub, and it's just like I feel like I'm wasting him if I'm starting him, even though you could play him for the whole 90 minutes. He's like better coming on later in the game. He just has that much more, like, it just does work. He absolutely does work. Maybe he's like a, what was it, 7 chem? Who was the player back in the day that everyone used to fear? Oh, man, it was like someone in the Russian league, and I can't remember the guy's name. But it was like a 7 chem version of that player was always like so much better than the full chem version. And I think in reality, it was just like bringing people on as super subs and stuff that was actually what makes them better on the game. And I'm guessing that's exactly why Vinny Jr. is just so brilliant off the bench. Maybe a 5 chem Vinny is just what we need. So I got my first win. I realized straight away that I didn't really want to play Griezmann. So it was in this formation, I could just swap Griezmann and Cantona and put either Perisic or Mkhitaryan in. Decided in the first instance to just put Perisic in, should I say. This is pre-upgrade, of course. Don't worry, by the end of the episode, he will be upgraded to a 90, which is pretty cool. I'll show you actually some of the players that we have had upgraded. It's quite a nice feeling when you've done these cards and you're just hoping and praying that they do get upgrades, and then EA come in with a big old batch of upgrades, and some of your players are a little bit better than what you first thought. So yeah, nice. But anyway, I'm 1-0 up in this one. He does equalise though. Butragueno has to be that player I fear the most. And because you sort of get in your own head, don't you? If you think that you fear a player and you're going to struggle against them, it makes it even worse when they get on the ball and you start overthinking everything. So that may be the case, by the way, for this weekend. It might be a good way to get yourself in a better headspace is to try not to fear any particular player, because this week you're going to come up against quite a lot of probably upgraded Weghorsts and also Ryan Kent, who, by the time you're watching this, I guess you'll know the result of their game, whether or not he's going to get upgraded or not. He is a very, very OP player on this game, probably as a super sub as well. So don't get too scared if you come up against these players, because then you'll start to overthink it. You'll try and over-defend, and then, oh, it's not good. And they run off celebrating. So yeah, that's my advice to you. And I'm very much going to try and follow my own advice in the weekend league as well. Because, yeah, I'm not great at that, am I? I lose my head pretty easily. But as you can see here, we're 2-0 up. I think it's Cantona and actually Ginola that have scored. And then Perisic scores the goal of the game. Absolute worldie of a green time finesse. And that was enough to make my opponent quit. No doubt, not surprised. And pretty happy to get a nice early game done. And as you can see, that brings me up to, is that 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4? That's 3 out of 4 wins for the week. I think I'm going to show you the highlights up until 4 out of 4. And then I do eventually go and I got 8 wins for my rewards. And you'll see my rivals rewards literally at the start of tomorrow's episode, which is good. So into the next one we go. This is going to be another victory, because you know it. I'm only going to show you this next win. I do go 1-0 down though. King Kai Havertz. Isn't he turning into a heck of a player? Like, I know he always sort of has been, but it's sort of like he even sort of shows it now for Chelsea by getting all them goals and stuff. But we equalise instantly with Ginola, and then Havertz ends up getting that goal there. Pele is just going to cut inside, just going to knock it into Ginola. Easy little heel click, bang, back of the net, lovely stuff. I can't believe people, why do people say that he's just too trash to use at this stage? There's the hat-trick. Obviously that one, anyone scores that one, and I'm only celebrating there because someone celebrated against me when he got his goals. But yeah, I'm 3-2 up at half-time, probably don't deserve to be, but we'll take it, because there are certainly games where we do deserve it and can't quite score for love nor money. So yeah, we'll take that one. We go 4-2 up. Pele this time hitting him with that dance celebration. And then 4-2 becomes 5-2. Mkhitaryan ends up knocking it into Cantona. Bang, green time, back of the net. Oh, he's so good at with those like across the goalkeeper type shots. Here you go. Look at this. I mean, it's just, oh, look at it. Oh, Cantona. Ooh, Cantona. And then Vinny Jr. is running through. I could shoot with him. I'm 6-2 up. I don't know why I decided to sweat it, but I do it in like a silky way. Hit him with the skill pass. And at 7-2 in the 77th minute, that's when this guy decided he probably isn't going to get back in the game and he's going to quit. Fair play. At that point, you should have just stayed in and got your match coins, to be honest, and an extra game on your milestones for Div Rivals. But you never know when someone's going to rage quit, do you? So that was my 4th win, and then eventually, as you can see here, I ended up getting the reward upgrade. So I didn't manage to progress. I was winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one quite a lot. So I'm still not in Div 1, so it'll be Div 2 rewards again. I'm guessing next week, though, I should be able to push into Div 1. That would be the goal anyway, so we can start getting the 100k packs again. But the Div 2 rewards, when you get 8 wins, are actually not too bad. You get quite a lot of packs and stuff, so I will... Yeah, you get like 6 packs, couple 50Ks, couple rare electrums, couple of jumbo premium gold players, which are essentially 50Ks as well. So actually you end up getting quite a lot of players joining the club, which can then be used in other like upgrades and stuff like that. So we're done. We're done for that week of Rivals. And then also, I think in tomorrow's episode, I've already played a couple of games in the next set of Rivals for this week, obviously, and got a couple of wins so far, which is more than I've done in the last couple of weeks. I've normally been leaving my rivals up until the very last thing to do for the week. But yeah, at least I've got kind of ahead of the game, getting a quarter of it done so far. So that's good. We'll show you that tomorrow. But yeah, I'm still not 100% sure on who I want in what position. 19 games, 11 goals, 2 assists for Ginola. Obviously, a lot of them were rage quits from me. So I would say that he's nearly on par for a goal a game. He's been exceptionally good. Quality player. I really like him. I can't see how he's 200k. It's nutty to me. I wonder what will happen if and when we do get a better version of him, what it would actually do to his price. Because if there's a crazy Ginola and he's like, I don't know, 2 mil or something, then surely this one just goes back up again. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe we'll make money. Maybe we'll lose money. We'll probably lose money. I always lose money. But off camera, I went and played for the Showdown Thiago Mendes. That took me less than an hour, I think. It was genuinely pretty easy. And it was just because I was sat in a Discord call with my mates one evening thinking, yeah, why not, right? I don't normally like the online friendly stuff, but I was having a good time. We were chatting and laughing around and stuff in Discord. So I thought, oh, I'm in a good mood anyway. Why not try and ruin that by playing some FIFA? But it didn't ruin my mood. I ended up getting it done pretty quickly. Thiago Mendes, again, I think maybe by the time you're watching this, they might have played their game as well. Did he win? Did he draw? Did he lose? Are we going to get an upgrade? Someone let me know if I've wasted my time there. If I have, hey, it's fodder, right? It's actually still a decent-ish card at 88. It'd be nice to have a 90 version, wouldn't it? So I choose the Beat Lord for a stadium theme, and then actually we hit a couple of preview packs in a row here. The first one is just boards, but like value-wise, it was worth it. Tielemans, about 5,000 coins, so there's not much really needed there to make the rest of the money in the pack, and there's an 83 João Felix in there as well, as a couple of other things that I could sell, so that's definitely a at least break-even kind of pack. I think we can get 6,500 for the 2 players. And then there's another player there. There's contracts. There's all sorts I can discard and sell. So, yeah, definitely an easy mini profit from that pack. It means we can open up another one at least, which is good. And we come to that other pack here. We get boards again. This time it's going to be Italian centre mid from Inter. It's Barella. And he was, you would think, about the same as who's the player we just got? I'm old. I lose my thought process all the time. Tielemans. But he's actually a little bit more expensive. It was like 5.8k. And the best thing in this pack, I finally packed the Action Run Celebration, the one that you could never get on the market. I sell Berardi as well for about 900 coins. But this is the one where they do like the... I can't remember what the word is. It's the something run, and they've called it the action run on the game. It's yeah, you'll have to let me know. I'm not really clued up on that stuff, but it's that famous celebration that no one ever has because it's so difficult to pack and difficult to buy. And yeah, unfortunately, the third pack we got a 3-pack streak going on. This is the action run, and then yeah, it does the end like that. So yeah, as much as I don't normally celebrate, it's just L1R1 or LBRB for me. If it's purely there for if someone's done it against me or you know, we're just trying to return the toxicity. I have probably the most toxic, cringy celebration in the game right now. So, yeah, we'll take it. Confirmation of those 4 players selling and recouping the cost of those couple of packs. And essentially now I logged in again and saw that my Fantasy FUT players had upgraded. So Perisic has got a +1. And actually, literally, his stats are all just +1. I would assume the same with Caligiuri. He's starting to look like a player I really want to use. I haven't made use of him yet. And I hope it would be amazing if he could get some more upgrades, wouldn't it? And then we have a Michael Antonio upgrade as well. Shame. I hope maybe they might have upgraded the weak foot or something. But yeah, he's looking better and better. Still got some players in the club that haven't received upgrades yet. Hopefully during the month or however long they've got to do it. Hopefully that happens for them. At least like +1s and +2s would be lovely. So Perisic can come straight back in that starting 11 for now because, yeah, he's basically a new player for the club, isn't he? Because he's had his upgrades. He's now a better version of himself. So, yeah, there you go, guys. We've had upgrades. We've had a big purchase in David Ginola. And also we've unlocked like Thiago Mendes and have either good fodder there or potentially a bit of a beast if they got their victory. So do me a favor, smash the thumbs up button. 3,000 likes is what I'm looking for today. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Cheers for that. Don't forget, always, you can find me on social media, Twitter, Instagram. Tomorrow will be the weekend. Tomorrow I will be heading to Shrewsbury versus Ipswich. So I got an away match tomorrow. I think I got about a 3.5, 4 hour drive. So yeah, I'll be Instagramming that and all of that good stuff. So you guys should definitely come follow me. Have a great day, everyone. Take it easy. Stay safe and healthy. I'll be back again tomorrow, and we'll do Rivals Rewards and probably unlock a player or two. I'll see you then. Peace.